Hi, I'm Brendan Wolf from Wichita, Kansas. I teach at May South Middle School. I have been an IHT user now for about 4 years. Today I'm just going to share a little bit about the PACER test and different ways that you can utilize the PACER test within your classroom. So you have, of course, the 15 meter and the 20 meter PACER, whatever works best for your classroom and what works best with your kids. But there's also lots of ways to modify. And I think modification in the PACER is really, really important because you want kids to really try to buy in, because sometimes there's a lot of anxiety when you're dealing with the PACER test. So today I'm just going to share a few ways that you can to modify your PACER test. The first one is the video of a partner PACER. Here you're going to see one person starting on one side of the line and another person starting on the other side of the line facing each other. On the beeps, the one person on one side is going to run all the way across to the other line, and when the beeps again, that person will run back and stay, and then now on the next beep, that other person from the other side will run down, stop, wait for the beep. When the beep happens again, they'll run back to the line. So you're always going to start and stop on what line you started on. The next one is an every other. In this video, you're going to see 3 people. You've got 2 people on one line, 1 person on the other. And on this one, the 1 person with a group of 2 is going to start first. You're going to run down, and you're going to run to the line. And then on the beep, the person that had only 1 person is now going to run all the way back. And then when you hear a beep again, the other person who hasn't gone yet, they will run down to the black line, and on the beep, that person will go. So the great thing about every other is the students will only go on beeps. So even if a kid doesn't make the line, it's okay. That person can still go. They're still going on the beep, but what's great is everyone is still going to be doing the PACER. So there really is nowhere to stop. So you're not worried if a kid doesn't make it. You're just getting kids involved in the PACER through the whole amount of time that you're going to run it. So that is one way to do it. Another one is the Handshake Challenge. And in the Handshake Challenge, in this video, you're going to see 1 person starting on one line, 1 person starting the other, and on the beep, they're going to run to the middle, and the 1 person on one side is going to create 1 piece of the handshake, and then once the beep happens, they're going to run back to the lines that they started from, and on the next beep, they're going to run to the middle and meet again. The other person this time has to start with what was started, so that first piece of the handshake, and then they get to add to that handshake. And then eventually, as you start doing more PACERs, that handshake starts to build into something super creative. So it's a fun way to still do the PACER beeps without worrying about kids worrying about if they made the line or not made the line. It takes that anxiety, kind of hopefully lowers it, and hopefully builds that confidence level of saying this PACER stuff isn't that bad. You can also add skills to it. So instead of maybe running to the lines, the kids are dribbling a basketball, or maybe they are dribbling a soccer ball. So you can also add beeps, skills to your beeps, which will help that overall skill of whatever you're working on in your class. Start it at a different level. So this time, in this video, you're going to see this video start at a different point in the music. So instead of starting at level 1, we might start at level 15. The reason why we do this is it's a great way for kids to get experience to higher beeps, because sometimes those kids will never get to that level. So it's important for them to get an idea of what that feels like. This is a great warm-up. So let's say, for example, you want to start off and say, look, we're going to start at level 15 and we're going to go for 2 minutes. And that would be a good way to get yourself warmed up. You can also cap it. Another way you can do it is you can say, I'm going to cap this PACER test to 20 or to 30. So you're not having those kids run to their maximum number every single time. And so it allows them to be able to cap it. It gives you more time to maybe explain more about why the PACER is important, and that's not taking the whole class period for you to get through that. So it's another great way to include the PACER. So when you do this PACER test, one of the things that I love about IHT Spirit software is the fact that it has its own FitnessGram piece inside of the software itself. So it's separated from the FitnessGram that you might buy from the actual FitnessGram company. IHT has its own FitnessGram integrated inside the system already. So it already is going to create those great reports that you're going to see that you want to send to parents. It's going to have those easy and efficient way to include data into your software by just the press of a button.